Hi, good evening. It's Al Ken, and welcome back to my channel. Well, back in 2005, during the transit strike, December 2005, members of the state legislature visited some striking transit workers, and one thing they did was promise, when they took over control of the state senate, that they were going to put tail law reform. Well, um, that state legislation never saw the light of day. In fact, yes, they did took control of the state senate around 2008 or something like that. Um, when Eliot Spitzer was the governor, and it didn't last too long because unfortunately Eliot Spitzer had to leave over a sex scandal. Dave Patterson took over and caused a lot of chaos for the transit system and the whole state, for that matter. So what happens? No tail law reform, no positive legislation came out of that, and in fact, most of the state legislature leadership on the Democrat side of the state Senate, most of them are in jail right now. So much for that. Now, we have a new state legislature. Again, Democrats are taking control of the Senate. I'm hoping that they remember that promise they did for 2005 to do that tail law reform, because the International Labor Organization of the United Nations, when they reviewed the strike, courtesy of Roger Toussaint, who was then the leader of TW Local 100 and the International, um, they ruled that the strike was in fact legal. Um, as you may know, that the city, state, and the agency penalize the employees 2 days for every day they're on strike on the tail law. And since the strike is legal, they should have gotten their money back. Not one penny has been brought back. So they're sitting on other people's money that they did not deserve. And mostly the management and the other people responsible for the strike had never been penalized. Of course, like Lawrence Reuter is the one who's responsible for all the problems that are now facing the transit system. I think he should have been penalized, but it didn't happen. We just hope the state legislature will this time do the right thing by the employees and the passengers. Oh, and one other thing, finally the governor signed that legislation called the Lockbox Law. Now the money for transit and the other mass transit agencies will no longer be used for other stuff other than what it's supposed to be for transit. So this is Al Can saying so long for now, and don't forget your stop.